Sorry I'm so close to the camera. My computer won't pick up sound unless I'm like right in front of it. Okay. My name is Jonathan Ashworth, and this is my New York Times current event assignment. The article I read is called Melodies Yield Real Clues to Brain's Workings by Zimmer. It is about how we can perceive musical sounds that don't actually exist. When this perception occurs without our control, it is known as a musical hallucination. The article uses results from scientific experiments and follows the story of a musical hallucination test subject to explain more about this phenomenon. The purpose of this article is to entertain and educate the reader about the new scientific findings pertaining to how our brain processes and remembers music, as well as how people can have musical hallucinations. The author conveys information about which parts of the brain processes pitch and how music can be heard inside one's head. Zimmer's primary person of interest in this article is a 66-year-old woman named Sylvia who persistently hears piano melodies when there is actually no piano near her. She is the test subject for a series of experiments executed by Dr. Sukhbinder Kumar of Newcastle University and his colleagues. This was a fairly informational article that was mostly centralized on the inner workings of brain and memory. The first thing I learned when reading this article was that there was such a thing as musical hallucinations. I hear music uncontrollably all of the time in my head, and I assumed it was just from my memory being crowded with songs that I've heard and songs I've played on guitar. The article explains that the difference between a song being stuck in one's head and having a musical hallucination is that experiencing the hallucination would make the person believe that the music is actually playing in real life in the other room. It tricks one's mind to think that music exists when it's actually coming from his or her memory. Another interesting thing that I learned is that people who experience musical hallucinations usually have had some sort of hearing loss because it is harder for them to process sound. Their brains can confuse sounds that are completely different with music until actual music is played loud enough to subdue their imaginary melodies. After reading this article, I still had many questions about the topic that I might research in the future. Further research could explain how the brain functions and why it perceives things that don't exist. Does past drug use, such as psychedelics like psilocybin mushrooms or LSD, affect musical hallucinations? Does age affect this condition? Do the sufferers of the condition imagine songs created by others, or can the phantom tune be an original piece that has never been played before? If I were to take the time to research these inquiries, I believe I would find similarities between the normal experience of having a song or riff continuously playing in one's head and having a phantom tune that sounds believably real. I think there is a direct correlation between these two concepts, and that they bridge together to form one condition that could be perceived at different levels of intensity, believability, and loudness. In other words, I think that musical hallucinations are just a stronger version of having a song stuck in one's head. This article very much relates to psychology because it deals with memory and brain function. In the condition of musical hallucinations, cues that occur in real life cause music to be taken from one's memory and played inside one's head. I remember learning about cues in the memory chapter of this course, and it has helped me understand how memories can be triggered. Memories can come in the form of music, and this article explains that the part of the brain that recalls sound is active when one experiences musical hallucinations. That's my report. Sorry if it was too long. Thank you for watching.